Hey, welcome to another episode of Easy Beat Ball, and I'm joined by Mikhail, James, who are here to just banter me. What's happening, gents?
Hey,
What's
I'm
going on,
good,
my
man. I'm
brother?
good, man. It's been a minute, boys. What's happening?
Hey, Aish, man. I mean, that's heartbreak, but of course, I'm over it now.
Are you
On
really?
Friday, I am, bro. I move on very quickly, Mike. I'm that type of
Okay,
dude,
cool.
dog. We have an altercation today, tomorrow. We
Tomorrow we're
continue with
fine.
life. Yeah, I'm like that, bro.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. And you, James, bro, like how are you, dog? You good?
No, I'm easy. I'm easy, man. I'm good, man. I'm ready to tear into the
Yeah,
horrific game five and game six from Celtics, man. So I'm good, bro.
yeah. And
Yeah.
let's kick it off, guys. Where did my team get it wrong? That's the very first question before we go anywhere else. Where do you guys think? Okay, I know you know where we went wrong, but I just want to hear from each
I
and
mean,
from both of you. Yeah,
Jason Tatum, man. That's where it went wrong.
I just only Tatum, bro.
Tatum. Like, Tatum. And the unfortunate thing, I think the NBA is so predicated around its superstars, right? And teams are
Yeah,
predicated around their superstars and their superstars playing well. That when
yeah,
superstars are playing well, it becomes a problem. And then also the next problem that you had was Curry, because Curry was cooking, right? I
yeah.
think I might be taking a shot here. I might be
Guys,
reaching, but
take
I do not believe that there's anything more demoralizing in sports than a Steph Curry three from half court or from the logo. Because what do you do?
exactly.
I don't believe there's anything more demoralizing than that. Cristiano Ronaldo can score a hat trick.
Yeah,
PSBs could score a chai, Bs could score a chai, whatever. There
yeah.
is, I don't like, you could get aced by Rafa Nadal. I do not think there's anything more demoralizing than a Steph Curry 3 pointer, because
Shit.
that man will just come through. And then on top of that, with the little shimmy, 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 and the shoot and turn around. Nah,
That's the
what do you
worst,
do?
bro. For me, that's
But
the most painful one, bro.
yeah,
It's the
what do you
shoot
do?
and
I
turn
think
around. Mm.
I personally think, just as grown men, and there's another grown man that's doing that to you, there's nothing more demoralizing than. And the thing is, what it was game? Which game was it? Was it game five that Curry didn't play well, or was it game four
It's fine.
where
It's
he
fine.
went where he went 0 for where he went 0 for 9, right,
Yeah.
from 3 pointers? I was just
Yeah.
like, guys, and then and the Celtics still lost that game. That's where it was over. I was just like,
Damn, bro.
in what world where Steph Curry doesn't make a three and you still lose? I was like, bro, it's over. This is over now. That game is
Uh,
over. That for me is where it went wrong. They did not capitalize on game five. Game five was a must-win game for them, especially with Curry not playing well, and you still lose the game. And I think they lost by double digits, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when you knew
yeah.
the season. That's when you knew it was over. It is at that
Yeah.
point that I knew it was over.
Yo.
But
Yeah.
Mikel, you didn't expand on JT. You know what exactly went wrong with JT? You just said JT. You know
Oh, all
what
right, cool.
happened there?
So with Jason Tatum, I think he also just put too much pressure on himself, right? Because the two great people, when the shot is not coming, when your shooting is not going well, you go find other things to do. But he's turning the ball over, right? So if the scoring is not happening, then go rebound, go assist, play make. But he's also not a natural playmaker. So, for instance, if I look back, and I'm only using the Kobe example because he went and channeled Kobe Bryant
Yeah.
by texting a dead Kobe Bryant,
Ish,
right?
dude.
And when Kobe in Game 7 against the Celtics, funny enough, in 2010, when he
Yeah.
was shooting horrifically, he ended up with 14 rebounds or something like that, and I think like 7 assists. So he was helping on the defensive end. There was no helping on the defensive end from Jason Tatum. I was just like, bro, I need something else from you if you're not going to score. You need to give us
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Then Al Horford also wasn't being big in the post. I mean, he had one really great game of 26. What's that other guy's name? The other big Robert Williams.
Robert Williams. Yeah, Robert Williams. Yeah.
He also, I mean, he was on and off. So look, the thing is, and the reason I play the blame at superstars' feet is because when they win, the superstars get the praise. But when you lose at the same time, superstars. And he just wasn't playing well. He just had way too many turnovers. He just really wasn't. He just wasn't there. And I think, look, he is young, so you can give it to him. I mean, in his first finals, how old is Jason Tatum? 24?
24, yeah, 24.
24. I think LeBron went into his first finals when he was 23. They had similar stats, but LeBron got swept in his first finals. He got swept, and him and Jason Tatum had literally identical stats. So it's a learning curve for Jason. Do I believe that the Boston Celtics will be back in the finals? Not necessarily. The East is just going to get stronger again.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. But I think definitely the turnover.
Really, you reckon?
Sorry.
You reckon it's get stronger when Kyrie is about to leave the Nets, bro?
Well, we don't know that.
We do know that. They've agreed to let Kyrie look at the trade market. So there's a very big chance that they announced it today, actually, a few hours ago, that
they announced it today that there's an impasse, but Kyrie's still got a player option, so they can't do anything. So Kyrie can still opt in. He's got until the 29th of June to decide. If Kyrie opts in, what are the Nets going to do? Not play him. If Kyrie says, I'm staying, what are they going to do? They have to pay him his $36 million. And so that's what I'm saying. And where's he going to go? Sorry, if we're just going to quickly sidetrack that, where's Kyrie going to go? Kyrie can't.
Lakers, bro. Lakers, bro.
Guys, the only way he can get to the Lakers is via a trade. What are the Lakers going to give?
Westbrook, though.
Bruh, come on.
All right, let's hear.
No one's that foolish. No team, no GM is that foolish.
Yeah. I just wanted to hear from you, James, because James, you were coming at me on Friday morning, Jay, group chat to the rest of the group so that they can see for themselves how you felt about JT. I wanted to hear from you in particular because you were posting pictures and memes of the man.
Oh wait, guys, there's a group chat. I'm not involved.
I don't know. It's James's group chat with his homies. I'm a visitor as well, bro. But
anyway, no, let's carry on, James. Let's carry on.
Yeah. So no, man. I've had a couple of days to sit and think about what happened. What went wrong.
And
man, it was for me. Shucks. I just think as easy as it is, it was JT's fault. But I just think it was an entire playing system, essentially. I would probably even go as far as bringing Brad Stevens for that. When I was watching Game 6, and I was seeing, I remember I actually woke up for the game, but I haven't really, it was a struggle to wake up for some of these games, but I woke up for Game 6 specifically. And I was so amped, even though I told X that the Golden State are going to actually take it, but I still really wanted someone else to win it. If you think about the last 20 years, last 15 years, there's been 3 winners, right? There's been the Warriors, there's been LeBron, and before LeBron, there was the Spurs, basically.
All
the other players, all the other players in the NBA haven't had a chance to actually get there and actually win it. So it would have been pretty cool to actually, when Toronto won it, it was something different, And I thought it would have been pretty cool to see someone else, like another team, come through, So anyway, it was so disappointing to actually watch the Celtics literally give the title away to Golden State. I don't believe that Golden State actually beat the Celtics. I really think that Celtics beat the Celtics, basically. The amount of turnovers, I was like, what the hell is going on here?
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you, man, my thing is with the Celtics, right, is they have no primary ball handler, right? So everyone else just has the ball and they fumble with it. There has to be one guy, like a CP3, like a point guard who take the ball and be responsible for the turnovers. We always like clown James Harden and Russell Westbrook, but in those teams, they are the primary ball handlers, and there's no other real turnovers, right? But with the Celtics, like every single player was choking. Derek White, everyone had the ball and choked. Everyone was choking. I was like, they're literally giving the ball away to Steph as assists. So for me, that was the massive big thing that I saw. There was no point guard. Marcus Smart is not a point guard.
He's not.
He's not a point guard.
He's not.
But yet he's the PG of the team. Marcus Smart, who's the defensive player of the year, wasn't marking Steph. Like Al Horford had Steph Curry. Like, why the hell are you the defensive player of the year? And you ain't marking the best opposing player. So I've told Exus a few times already that these regular season awards means nothing, because every single year, the person who wins a particular award gets exposed. Marcus Smart was exposed. Jokic was exposed. Those guys aren't the best defenders, not the best players in the league, and you only see like the whole production as you get to the end, So the Celtics, they have like what, 7 players, You're trying to take down the Golden State, 7 players. On the bench, they just had like what, Derek White, they had Pritchard, who's really, if he can't shoot a 3, he brings nothing. If his 3-ball ain't working, he has nothing to offer. No defense, no playmaking. He's just literally just there. Robert Williams was pretty cool, but like you said, Mikhail was on and off the whole time. Mm-hmm. And the other Williams as well, also on and off. So I think they had like what, 8 players really. Whereas Golden State literally would bring out Bielita, they will bring out Otto Porter, they will bring out there were about 10 or 11 players deep and strong, So, you go into the NBA Finals with 8 guys. Of those 8 guys, 3 guys are really performing. There's no point guard. Your defenders aren't there. And I think for me, it was just a massive disappointment, I really think that another team should have actually been there. I really thought that the Celtics, when they took down KD, they took down Yanni, I thought they would have stepped up. But I think they got too confident after the first win. I saw, who's this? Your Marcus Smart in the what's it called? The interview rooms, with big shays, all arrogant, like they got it in the bag, just trash talking, just focused, right? You saw Steph Curry, he was focused, man. Every interview except for Draymond. It's not even talk about Draymond, but the rest of the guys were focused. The whole Celtics team, they were all trash talking, all clowning.
I know we weren't. No, James, you cap, bro. We weren't.
No, look. So I think also like, one of the guys that's here on the live, Matt, I think that's how I pronounce it. He's very correct. It was there's no vet in the Celtics. Oh. There's no vet there.
The only vet there was a rookie in the playoffs.
Exactly. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And I was actually quite surprised that was Al Horford's very first time in the playoffs. I was like, in the finals. I was like, sorry, what?
Finals, yeah.
And this guy has been playing in the playoffs.
And he's been in the, and he's,
yeah.
So you're like, okay, cool. And they weren't battle tested, to be honest. Like they just weren't battle tested. So look, it's a great lesson to learn. Yeah. I mean, not everyone wins right away. I mean, it happened with the Bucks. We thought the Bucks were going to win the one year, and then they got absolutely trampled. And then the following year they came back. So these things will happen. So either this is going to make them or break them.
Yeah. But I think I think it's gonna make them, bro. I just feel like I'm not saying that next season we're favorites, but I do think that we will improve and we will learn from what we experienced. I mean,
well, yeah, you hope so.
Yeah, we hope.
But I mean, guys, if you think about it now, like all the greatest plays were made in Game 6s, Game 7s, NBA Finals. When you think of LeBron. LeBron was a Game 6, Game 7 god. This morning, if you go onto Twitter, if you want to visit what's called House of Highlights, and I follow a few basketball accounts, and they were literally, it was like I think 9 years ago today, LeBron had a 37, 12.
Yeah, when they're talking about how when he had beat the Golden State Warriors.
No, the Spurs 9 years ago.
Was it the Spurs one? Oh, then
the Spurs 9 years ago. And you look at those things, man. He was colossal, bro. And the Celtics didn't have any colossal performance. The only big performance they had was Al Horford Game 1. where he was literally just chucking threes, man, in all corners. But Jaylen Brown was actually the best player for me this whole series, and he's actually not the best player in the team, you know. And he was the only guy really trying in the last game. Al Horford also came through, you know. So JT, who loves to talk about, he's the next Kobe, he's Kobe Black, texting Kobe, you know. He just didn't show up. He didn't show up. All the Celtics had was JB fighting, you know, JB trying his best, and I think he was let down. And I really think that the Celtics, bro, there's many great teams who will only make it to the finals once. And I really think that it's too late, bro, for the Celtics. I don't see it happening any other way. And like I said, big game and big players are making game 6, game 7. Now, you know, has JT given the max for the Celtics?
Yeah, he is. He's got a rookie max. Yeah, him and
he got the rookie max.
Jaylen Brown. Yeah, him and Jaylen.
Yeah, him and Brown are on the rookie max, right? Yeah,
they're on the rookie max.
Because players really get their bags when it comes to the playoffs, bro. And playoffs and the finals as well. You know, you look what happened with Ben Simmons. You know, like literally now everyone's like trashing his contract. You know, so JT will be under the scrutiny this time around. I mean, look at my boy. I mean, I saw him, but Andrew Wiggins was massive, bro. Like massive.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins bailed out Draymond, bailed out Klay Thompson this series, bro.
But I just wasn't feeling the talks where they were trying to say that Andrew Wiggins might be Finals MVP. I was like, please.
Nah, they must relax with that. Yeah.
No, but guys, he could have been though. He could have been, bro.
That was steps, bro.
We know that. We know that the Warriors like doing nonsense of giving Andre Iguodala Finals MVPs. No, Chief, that thing was Steph's, because without Steph having, when he had that 40 piece, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I was so crazy. I mean, but also
Gardens, bro.
Yeah, but also to be fair, and you have to give Golden State their props. In as much as we're talking about the Celtics, I personally believe that the Golden State Warriors beat the Celtics. Because I mean, I went into this saying that I said Golden State in 5, so I was wrong.
Yeah, you said in 5. You said in 5.
Yeah,
it's Tabo. It's Tabo who said in 6, bro.
6.
Like, Tabo,
I said I wasn't giving Celtics 2 games.
Yeah,
I really wasn't giving the Celtics 2 games.
Yeah. I know, bro.
And that's very true. That's very true, Matt. Like Wiggins let us know why he was a first overall pick. He just needed the right team to go to be fair. But with him being with Wiggins being the first overall pick, Wiggins is not a franchise changing player.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
He's not a franchise.
I think
he's not a franchise altering player.
I saw Wiggins rising to the occasion. Like I've watched quite a bunch of games of Wiggins, and I've never been able to understand why this guy was even like scouted as number 1. Never mind pick number 1, but why was he actually scouted number 1? Because he didn't do anything like great and amazing. But in the series, bro, like after game 1, I mean, they were rebounded like off the charts completely by Robert Williams and the entire Celtics team. Game 2, especially game 4, man, like Wiggins was like crazy, bro. Like he was
Wiggins went off.
Yeah, he went off, bro, and it's almost like he just switched on. You know, like he woke up. You know,
that's why
he realized why he was number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, but that's why I say we have to also give Golden State their dues, because I'm just like they got there and they beat the Celtics.
Yeah, no, indeed, gents. I also just wanted to ask, you know, while we close the Celtics conversation, as far as legacies is concerned, do you guys think this L for Celtics will dent JT's legacy, or
no?
It's
not at all.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to
stop that. You know, you gotta stop giving hospital passes to light-skinned niggas, bro.
Yeah, like, you see,
you gotta stop doing that, man. If it was anyone else, Ben Simmons was literally like the guy. He's mentally child, basically. You know, he's mentally child. He actually can't compete. You know, just because of his finals of his game last season. You know, like everyone who sees fires in the NBA finals or playoffs, that's it. It's done for them, right? So why do we give JT another chance to compete to other players?
Let me tell you why I'm giving JT another chance, because LeBron James had the worst meltdown that we've ever seen of any superstar ever against the Mavericks. Ever.
Yeah.
That Dallas
True.
series, crazy. What did he go and do? He came
Yeah.
back bigger, better. What does he call it? The total blackout or whatever, where he goes during the playoffs where he doesn't no social media,
Yeah.
nothing for like the
He goes
30 days or
blackout,
whatever. Yeah, he goes black or whatever. Yeah. But he learned that after a loss. I am one of those people, and a lot of NBA analysts as well give people one more chance. I mean, we gave Giannis a chance.
Yeah, we did.
He absolutely flamed out. We gave him a chance. The team I'm not trying to give a chance to, I don't think I can give Jimmy Butler another one.
Or
That
Jimmy
one I don't
Butler.
I don't think I
Come
can.
on, bro. So you think
No,
Miami would have not done a better job than the Celtics?
No, probably not.
Look,
I mean, they couldn't get past the Celtics.
Look. Had JB put in that last second three against the Celtics, would have been a different story, bro. You know,
Yeah,
or had he
but
actually
he didn't.
passed someone else, would have been a different story. Similar to KD versus the Bucks last season. If
But
his toe was
guys-
literally just 1
But you see,
centimeter
but
away,
this,
bro.
but this is the
Yeah.
problem, and this is the issue. We can't chat on what ifs. We can only speak on what actually happened. We can say what ifs
So-
all day. We can say what if Detroit actually did draft Carmelo Anthony? Come on. We can't tell the future.
No, in a what if scenario, right? I say the Miami would have done a better job because they're a much deeper team, right?
Yeah.
So the Celtics went there with 7 players, literally, to compete against Golden State. And of those 7 players, 2 guys rocked up. You know, so I really think that we needed another team that were willing to actually compete. I mean, you don't get to the NBA Finals every single season, and we saw 2 guys against like 10 of those guys, bro. So for me, it was a bit of a mismatch in the sense that one team came through and the others just were no-show completely. You know,
But again, guys,
yeah.
but again, I'm going back to the origin of this point. It's Bucks would have done this, Celtics would have done this, Heat would have done that. Those same teams could not get past the Celtics. They couldn't.
Yeah.
So, and the nice thing about 7-game series, they let you know who the better team actually is. Because you can have one great game and shoot the lights out. Can you do it 4 times in a row?
Yeah.
You can't. And those teams couldn't. So therefore, the better team made it to the finals. No one gets to the finals by luck, unless you're lucking in by their star players everywhere getting injured. And nah, you're not lucking in like that. And sometimes to get there, you do actually, it does take a little bit of luck. But the best team in the East made it to the finals. The best team made it to the finals. The best team made it to the finals. Because I'd even said, I remember coming onto the same show where I said that the Celtics are making it to the finals. People laughed at me. And I was like, guys. And I remember saying that Jason Tatum, for his regular season, must make first team All NBA. I got laughed at. And he made first team All NBA. I'm not saying that I'm the oracle. I'm just saying that sometimes I'm correct.
But do you agree with me? I mean, look, let's unpack that first team All NBA, right? Those 5 players. Where are they now?
But you see, the thing is, that is not about. This is where people get these awards wrong. These awards are about the regular season.
Yeah.
And they had great regular seasons. Those are 2 separate things. Postseason and regular season are 2 separate. Those are 2 separate beasts. Do I
so I think for me, that's my argument comes in that.
I personally don't believe in regular season awards. I believe that the awards must always be postseason.
Yeah, true.
Because no one care. I don't care what you do in the regular season because the real money is made in the postseason. But because
it's like
because the regular season is so long, you have to give people their props.
Yeah. It's like same thing with Kawhi Leonard. We all know regular season Kawhi Leonard is different from postseason Kawhi Leonard because Kawhi.
What do you mean? We don't know. Wait. What are you talking about? Wait.
From he elevates his game though in finals.
No, we don't know that. We don't know that. We lost all this man played 3 years ago. Please don't talk to us about.
But
we talk about current players. Can we
Oh,
talk about
come
current
on,
players, please?
bro. Come on,
You
bro.
can't tell me about a
No.
guy that misses half a season. No.
No, you
I'd
can.
be
You
fresh. I'd be
can.
fresh too.
I'm talking about,
Listen,
yeah, I'm
X
talking about his Toronto days, bro.
X
How they
X.
shipped him.
I would be fresh also if I did not play half a season. I would also be fresh in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
If
still,
I
it's a
didn't play half a
strategy.
season, I would also. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
but it's a
terrible
strategy.
strategy. Also,
It's not terrible, bro. Toronto
it's a
won a
terrible
chip because
strategy.
of that strategy.
That doesn't.
Whilst, yeah.
So let me tell you why that strategy is terrible. Because what about the
Well,
fans? What about the fans that have spent their last
man,
dollar
the
to make it to
fans
the
look,
stadium?
fans,
To
the
make
Pay
it
for
to
the
the
fans,
fans,
stadium to
bro.
go
They're
watch.
not
the
paying
fans,
for the fans, bro.
yeah.
Oh
And look
my
at
They're
what
there
they
for the
did to
goodness!
chip, bro.
What do you,
CP3. Look
They're there
what
for
they
the
did to
chip, man.
CP3. Look what they did to CP3. Today you're
guys?
the greatest point guard, and then tomorrow you go
Guys,
through a
Exactly.
guys,
meltdown. They burn
guys,
their you burn your jersey.
we
Nah,
all know that fans make sports.
yeah,
There's no athlete who says, I'm gonna go out there and play for the fans, man. There's no
But they
athlete who says
actually,
nah,
but they actually are. They actually are.
Nah,
Kobe has
bro.
been
Those
on
guys
for
those
their
record.
guys want
legacies.
those
Kobe has
guys
been on
want
record.
award
Kobe,
medals. I mean, like attendance medals, bro.
Kobe has been on
A
record
real player wants the
saying that.
chip. That's it.
Yeah,
Michael Jordan has been on record saying that. LeBron has been on record saying that. And guess what? All the people that say that they're going out because they have fans that have paid their last dollar to come to that one game to want to see them play specifically, that's why they play harder.
Look
And
at the
all of
TD
those players,
Gardens, bro.
all,
Listen,
all of
look at the
those
TD
players,
Gardens.
all of those
yeah,
players have all won chips. All of them.
Look at the
And
TD,
we
TD
all hail
Gardens.
them
Look
as the
at
greatest.
Boston fans.
yeah, yeah,
Boston's have the most ruthless fans on earth. Those guys will turn on you, bro. Like, look at
yeah.
how
Yeah,
they're doing the Celtics
but
this
also
round, bro.
yes, because when you play like trash,
Yeah, but I
when
mean,
you play like trash,
Trash.
those fans are there for the entertainment. As an athlete, bro,
exactly.
you need
So
to be about
entertain
yourself.
me.
You know, listen, look, I'm gonna send you a quote that LeBron said when he won his Finals MVP against the San Antonio Spurs, and they were like actually saying, "How do you actually feel about the fans who've been on your case the whole time?" Blah blah blah. He's like, "Bro, I'm LeBron James. I'm from Akron, Ohio. I'm from the projects. I shouldn't be here. You know, I'm blessed."
Yeah.
So basically, what he's saying is, I don't give a damn about the fans what they gotta say. Because another one we actually even said like after the meltdown against the Mavs that all of you guys are on my case today, but I'm gonna wake up tomorrow morning. I got money in my bank account. My life is great. You know, so basically what he's trying to say is you guys can troll, you guys can hate, but I'm about me, you know. So the fans,
But
I mean,
again,
those fans
make the game also. Guys, let's not please
Yeah.
let us not say fans that make the game because we're all fans here.
We are fans. We respectable fans. We're not out here
so you see, I'm not
jerseys
talking about burning jerseys. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is an ordinary fan that wants to see players play. That's why I have a big issue with load management. If you are healthy enough to play the game. If you are healthy to play. If you're injured, don't play. Sure, I get that. But if you are healthy and I've gone to go spend $300 on a ticket and you decide to sit out the game for no reason other than you just want to sit out, that's a slap in the face of the fans.
I know, cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's why I don't respect Kawhi Leonard. I don't
at all
because I'm just like, bro, you are not injured, but you want to sit out. Load management, please, man. All the greats want to go play hard all the time, and they always want to compete. That's what you want to do. You want to compete and you want to dominate always the whole season if you're healthy enough to do it. All right.
I know, cool, Mikael. I know you make a valid point.
Matt, yeah, rings count, but whatever. Also, bro, like Bill Russell has 11 rings, and who cares? Robert Horry has 7, and who cares?
Okay.
Like, who's Robert Horry?
No, but for themselves. I mean, at the end of the day, Mikael, it's for yourself.
Like,
I mean, it's not about
rings
about
yourself. Matter, but they also just don't.
Yeah, but to them it does. As an athlete, that's what matters to you.
Depends on who you are. Depends on who wins the rings. Do we care for Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, I do, man. Pippen, man. I care about Pippen. You know
what's going on.
I really do.
James, can you hear me?
Yeah, no, so I'm listening to you, bro. You know, so
because X is frozen on my side.
I can hear you. I'm listening to your chats. I'm listening. I don't want to interrupt.
Oh yeah.
Am I frozen still?
Yeah. So that's all.
No, I
all
can see. I
I'm
can
saying.
see X. I can see you proper.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, I'm just saying that. I'm just like, yeah, listen, fans count.
All right. Can I? Okay. Let's move on to GSW, guys.
Okay,
Is
now
Steph
let's see.
Curry? Is Steph Curry now a top 10 player in your guys' view? I just want to hear that from you guys. Or is he still within?
Is Curry a top 10 player?
Yeah, top 10 player after this chip.
Yo, wait. Also, I
Can
think
you hear
it
me?
might be my connection.
Okay, for me, let me say top 10. I'm gonna try and name the greatest players, and I'll see if he features in there. Okay,
Yeah.
MJ, LeBron,
Yeah.
Yes.
Kobe, Abdul,
Who?
Kareem Abdul.
Kareem Abdul,
Abdul. Yeah. The captain. Yeah, sure.
Magic,
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who else? Now you see, it becomes tricky, because now we're talking about Shaq.
Yeah.
Will it include Shaq in that chat?
You have to.
Yeah,
Shaq is definitely top 10.
Yeah.
Now who's left? Yeah, I think Curry can come after Shaq, man.
Nope.
I think Curry is there.
Wilt
Chamberlain.
Look, I don't know about these guys who are plumbers during the day and basketball players at night, bro. So I don't know whether we can include these old school players in our chats, but I think for me, basketball is from the 80s to now, bro. Like it's 1970, 60 niggas, bro. I don't know, eh? These guys were teachers, carpenters.
Larry Bird.
Yeah, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, yeah, we can include him in the chat.
Come on. See, Steph is a top 12 player for me.
Look, there's Steph is between Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas.
I'm like, guys, we are.
Isaiah Thomas is there, but IT. He's the one guy who can say he can beat
Karl
MJ.
Malone.
Yeah.
Karl Malone.
Come on.
Karl Malone is like top 30, bro. He's not even top 20.
There's no love out here. There's no love out here for the legends.
I don't be careful, bro.
Look, I'm saying so. Steph is stuck between Larry Bird's, AI, your Isaiah Thomas. It's a tough crowd there, bro. It's a tough crowd.
Listen, I'm saying Steph is definitely top 12.
Top 12.
Steph is definitely top 12. I'm definitely saying it's top 12. Cracking the top 10. I don't know about all of that.
Okay, so who's your top 10? So we add it up to number 8 to Shaq. Who's number 9 and 10? You agree with me, right?
So for me it's Wilt. So for me it's Wilt and Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, yeah. I was also about to say those two guys.
For me personally, it's Wilt and Bill Russell.
Yes, as much as
Bill
Russell.
Are you guys saying Wilt and Bill Russell because you guys watched them play, or are you guys using stats to rank them?
I mean, I've never seen them play. I don't know.
So how can you put them top 10? You haven't seen them play.
No, but statistically speaking, dog,
no,
11
bro,
rings.
No,
11 rings is a lot of rings, bro. Even if you're a carpenter, dog, 11 rings is a lot. Can you hear us, bro? Like we can hear you.
Wait, you said something. Okay.
Yeah.
Because X, I can't hear X, but I can hear you, James.
Are you for real, bro?
I can hear you guys proper.
Yeah, I don't want to talk over anyone.
Let me jump out and jump back in on my.
Wait, maybe should I try exit and come back? Or wait, so now X is gone.
X is gone. He's gonna try to come back in. Okay, he's back.
Can you hear me?
Okay, X, you back? Yeah, cool. Now you're back. So now let me counter you, James. What are you telling me about not seeing these guys play?
Yeah.
Right. That's fine. I've seen their clips. I don't need to see every single person play. I didn't see Michael Jordan play all the time. 91 to 98, I was 0 and I was 7. I didn't watch Michael Jordan play, but we all know universally that Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever to play the game.
There's enough clips to actually watch him play. There's enough tape.
Sorry?
There's enough tape to actually watch what MJ did, bro.
Yeah, sure. There's some tapes to see what Bill Russell did. There's some tapes
Not
to
really.
see what Wills did.
Not
and then
really.
you also just look at their stats and you see just their physical nature of those people. Come on. And also when you hear all the legends, it's like for me, you don't win 11 rings
Exactly.
and you're not in the top 10 for me, and
My
you
G.
don't play in the era that you played in with the racism and then you still overcame, and you were a player coach. You're top 10, dog.
Doesn't I know, Mikael, for me, bro, I think you hit the nail on the head with
You're
everything
top
you
10.
just said, bro.
You're top 10.
Even if you're a
Absolutely.
carpenter, even if you're a plumber, you don't win 11.
Because my thing is people are
Bro.
saying, oh y'all, these guys are carpenters, they're plumbers. I'm like, bro, you had to
Bro.
go play against Wilt, you had to go play against Jerry West, you had to
Yeah.
go play against Oscar Robertson, you had to play against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. What are you talking about? Bro,
Look, I don't take that era seriously, bro. Like,
Hey, Mikael, they're coming for you, bro.
Jerry West won Finals MVP when they actually lost. All right. So,
but
how
we
do you
discussed that.
How do you take that era seriously, bro? Honestly.
But we discussed it because that was the very first time that they had the award, and maybe he really was the best player. Maybe he really was the best player.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I was, and I'm on record saying that if Golden State lost, Steph Curry needs to be the Finals MVP because there was no better player than him. There was no better player than him.
Finals that MVP means LeBron would have had 10 Finals MVPs there, bro.
Yeah.
LeBron should have more MVPs than he has.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant should have more MVPs. Shaq has got one regular season MVP. Kobe Bryant has got one regular season MVP. Steve Nash has
Funny enough, I was looking at Shaq's stats. I mean, he was dominant in his time at Orlando and the first 3 seasons in the Lakers. But beyond that,
exactly.
If you bought when you ever get the time, just look at his stats. Like I was bored today, and I was just looking at his stats this morning, and I was like,
no. So,
it's okay.
But I mean, he had 6 years of dominance.
Yeah.
He had 6 to 7 years of.
He had 7 years of pure dominance. Yeah.
Yeah, with one MVP to show for it. How does that make any sense?
I think it was for the first 4 years he was with Orlando, and Orlando were like an okay team, and the first 3 seasons with the Lakers, that's when he took them to the finals. Yeah.
But he took Orlando to the finals. Him and Penny Hardaway, they took them to the finals. So this is what I'm like. This is why. So that's why there's a lot of times that I don't really respect the regular season awards, because you're not really rewarding guys. We all know that LeBron James is the greatest basketball player of this era. We all know that LeBron James should have more MVPs than he has right now.
Yeah,
he really needs to have more MVPs. He should. He just should. Kobe Bryant should have more than one. Shaq should have more than one. It's a travesty that Shaq only has one. But Steve Nash has 2. When has Steve Nash ever been the greatest player in the world, guys? Please tell me.
Never.
No, Steve Nash having 2.
But yes, no, Steph Curry is not in top 10. He's definitely top 12. But I think
he's not.
I think if he gets one more chip, I think him. You can't deny.
How many more chips do the Golden State have?
Can't deny him.
How many more chips do they have?
I think if he gets one more chip, you can't deny him. And then Bill Russell will have to say goodbye, dog.
No, I'm saying, how many more chips do they have? How many more chips do they have?
As a franchise or right now?
How many more? Yeah, how many more?
Well, got 7 as a franchise. But
how many more? How many more?
Oh, do you think that's left in the tank? Oh,
yes, with this team.
Ooh. Unless, for me, it all depends, bro. Unless guys like Kuminga and Wiseman start turning up and start taking the lead. Can you hear us, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, guys like your Kumingas, like the role players need to really elevate and start, and start knocking on the door, especially when it comes to all-star. It's like how Jordan Poole has turned up this season. I mean, that guy came out of nowhere and started just sinking in threes. I feel like if the role players like your Kumingas, because I think there's a player in Kuminga personally, Looney as well. I think there's a player in Looney. If they'd start elevating the game, they could repeat. Yeah, they could repeat, bro, James. I still think they can. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough. Repeating is not easy. Like, look at Milwaukee, bro. The injury to Middleton ruined it for them, because I personally feel that Milwaukee would have most probably been in the NBA Finals if who's this guy? Middleton wasn't injured. So yeah, man.
Am I good?
I still think there's one more in. Yeah, You good, Mikael?
So I'm gonna do what Kendrick Perkins did.
You think
And
zero?
I'm gonna
You think
say,
it's done?
I think it's done, man. I think look, Steph will be 35 next year. Iggy's definitely done for. He's out of there. He's gone. Draymond's decline was spectacular this season, man. He had one good game, like the last game, Game 6.
Yeah,
but he was
6.
awful. He was awful the whole series. You know. Clay was bailed by Steph. Clay, I'm pretty sure Clay shot like 30% from the field, bro. In his finals, like he was awful, man. Like he was absolutely awful. And the team is based and revolved around those 3 players. You take Steph out, there's no life in Golden State. You know, you can still do a little bit without Clay. You can do without Draymond because you can really fit in. Like Kuminga's knocking on the door. James Wiseman's also knocking on the door when he's healthy. So I don't know. And I reckon Steph has a good 2 years, and the arms are going to give out. I really think that the West was poor this season. The Lakers were horrific. The Suns choked.
Clippers
the Mavs, they got Christian Wood now. I don't know how they're going to play together, but it's a positive thing. But the Mavs had no big man in their team, you know. So it was I don't know. It was easy for the Warriors.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Yeah, we can. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Yo, Mikael. And this guy is clear. Like I can see him.
We can see you. We can hear you proper, bro.
We can hear you, bro. You clean.
Okay. Yeah. So I just had to switch devices because I think there was an issue somewhere.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like
James,
James,
it's choppy. It's very choppy. Let me. I don't know why this is being choppy.
Yeah, can you? Yeah, just go on loudspeaker, bro. Can you hear us? Yeah. I also agree with.
We in?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. I think it might have been my AirPods.
Yeah, you see, Steph has longevity. I also think he does have longevity with Steph Curry. And I still think they have a ring in them. You think, Mikael, you are next to answer. Do you think there's a ring?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. We're just asking, do you think GSW can repeat again? Or, Mikael, bro. You see connectivity at Dubai, dog, Mikael.
Hey, that Dubai desert, man. Yeah, man. So anyways, so I think the Golden State, I don't know, man. I just think the West needs to improve. The West needs to improve. It was a horrific West. If you look at Celtics' route to the finals, they had a much harder route. I mean, the Celtics knocked off legends, man. JB, Yanni, KD, bro. And when you look at what the Warriors actually beat en route, I know the Grizzlies are up and coming team, but they're not it. You know, the Mavs are great with Luka, but they've only got Luka. That's it.
Yeah.
Man, the Suns choked. So
what about
everything aligned for them? They were relatively healthy this season as well. So health is also a positive thing, bro. You saw how they crumbled over the past 2-3 years when they were not healthy. When you look at the Lakers this season, they were like completely unhealthy, bro. Like completely. So there's a lot of luck to it and longevity, and when I say there's luck and longevity, the Warriors they're all in their senior years. The 3 players. Iggy is gone as well. So yeah, look, if Steve Kerr can do his thing and like still build a team around that, so I think he really now needs to mold the younger guys. Your James Wiseman, your Kuminga. I like Kuminga as well. I like Gary Payton. He's got a lot of heart. He comes from the G League, so he's got a lot to prove. I actually saw something quite crazy. He's been in 9 teams in the past 4 or 5 years, bro. Like G League, he's been moving around.
He's been passed around, bro. He's been passed around.
And when the G League actually gave up on him, he actually applied to the Warriors to actually be the video analyst for the Warriors. And they actually told him, nah, man, come through, pull through and practice, bro. So that's how down and out the guy was, you know. So Steve Kerr really found a couple of gems, and he's, yeah, man. I think he's Steve Kerr is not just MJ's little press bucket, you know. I think he's doing his thing. I think he knows what he's doing, man. So as much as I can say they have no rings in them, if Steve Kerr can find a way to mold the newer generation with the current guys here over the next 2 or 3 seasons, I think there'll be a force to be reckoned for. But I think if the West improves, it will be quite tough for them to actually repeat, man.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I also, Match as well just said that the transition period for the Warriors is coming soon. And it's always the case with all dynasties. They all come to an end. And then, of course, they have to recycle. And then, James, I just wanted to ask you, from a Steve Kerr standpoint, where do you rate him as a coach? Is he top 5 of all time? You know, because when you look at your Phil Jackson has 9. Pat Riley has how many? I think 5 or 6.
Phil Jackson has 11, bro.
11 as a as a player as well, right?
So no, as a coach. 6 with the Bulls and 5 with the Lakers.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you are right, bro. It is 11. Why am I thinking 9? Shit. Okay, it's Phil Jackson. Then you've
he's got. I think he had 2 as a player as well. You know, with the Knicks.
Whoa, that's insane, bro. And then you've got Pat Riley, of course.
You got Popovich.
And then
you got Eric Spoelstra.
I know, but bro, Spoelstra, come on, Kerr's better than Spoelstra. Let's be honest, bro. Kerr revolutionized the league, bro. Niggas are shooting threes because of how GSW are playing, bro.
Look at Eric Spoelstra's team, right? And look at how many undrafted players that guy has this season. I mean, he can actually build a roster with undrafted players, right? And he can build a solid team. You know, so he's got 3. He's got 3 rings. Kerr has 4. So you can say, you can argue that Kerr is better because he has 4 rings. But let's give him his flowers, man. He's done a pretty awesome job, like an amazing job, you know, with Miami. But I also think he's got a very close relationship with Pat Riley. So in his down times, those down seasons, Pat Riley really backs him up as well, you know. So, but yeah, I think he's really good. But Kerr is probably slightly better than him. But I think Eric Spoelstra is the real deal, man. He's the real deal. He's a proper coach, man. He's a proper coach through it. He's been through all the ranks in Miami, man. From the video guy, the analyst, the assistant coach, the scout. Like he's a basketball man, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Definitely, James, bro.
Yeah. So in terms of where do I rank him? Obviously, Phil Jackson is right up there. Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, like they're on the Mount Rushmore of coaches.
Yeah.
Greg Popovich, actually, those 3 are actually right there.
Actually, yeah.
So actually, I will put those 3, Steve Kerr and Eric Spoelstra in that Mount Rushmore of coaches, you know. And I'll put Steve Kerr at 4th. To be honest. Yeah.
Oh, and then what about Ubani? Who's this guy who coaches the 76ers? What's his name?
Doc Rivers, man. He's never won shit, bro. Like. He ain't won shit. All he's done is blown leads, bro. Like I can't rank him, man.
Bro. He won with an 08, bro, for my team.
Oh yes, 08. Yes, 08.
Yeah. But do you think maybe
and a whole lot of blown leads since then, bro?
I know, big time, bro. But yeah, for me, I feel like we've covered everything that I wanted us to discuss today.
I think for me, there's just one last point. There's one last point. Where does Kyrie go, man?
Oh, Irving. Guys, as much as Kyrie Irving is hated, bro, that guy is hella talented. He is an asset. And I, for one, if I was him, I'd team up with LeBron again. That's if it could happen. Like if the Lakers are willing to trade either AD or who's this guy, Russell Westbrook, I'd team up with Bron. You know, we've played together before. We've won a chip together. I've also got a lot to prove on my end because Kyrie really needs to, he really has a lot to prove. Imagine Kyrie winning a chip next season, dog. Especially how Stephen A. and all these analysts have been coming at him like for such a long time. Like he would, even with him, his legacy, bro. Like he was like the player who rebelled against the vaccination and then waited, got cleared to play, and then all of a sudden wins. I say, bro, you should try and get the Lakers, bro. Yeah, you can hear us now, bro.
Yeah, everything is not choppy anymore. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
The Dubai government was saying something else.
Yeah. So James was asking Mikael, where is Kyrie Irving going to go, bro?
He's staying at the Nets.
You think he's staying at the Nets?
He's either staying at the Nets or he has to go to the Knicks. The Knicks is the only team that, I mean, so look at the teams that have cap space, right? So it's Orlando.
Yeah.
He's not going to Orlando.
Miami.
Oh, does Miami have cap space for him?
Yeah, bro. Think about it.
Space, man.
You don't think they don't have enough, bro?
They have enough cap space. They have enough cap space.
Yeah,
man.
they do. They don't have Miami.
But would he? I don't think him and Pat Riley would get along. So I don't even think Pat would go for it. Kyrie is so much of a ballerina, bro.
But I saw something interesting today, man. I mean, you put. I mean, the two teams that also have space, Minnesota and Memphis, bro. So that could be pretty interesting, man. If you
Memphis is too jaw orientated.
Yeah, it's too jaw.
That wouldn't work. That just wouldn't work. And I think Kyrie would want to go to a team that's challenging for the championship.
Yeah.
But those two teams were those. Look, I think you throw Kyrie in Memphis, and the Warriors would have had a very shaky time with it, bro.
But
Minnesota, they're on the up. Anthony Edwards, D'Lo, those guys have a vibe. Even guys, Patrick Beverly was a massive difference in Minnesota, bro.
Yeah,
so
100%. So I'm talking about the fit with Kyrie, right? How does he fit? Kyrie doesn't fit with Ja Morant because they're both they're basically the same player. They both need the ball. So who's taking
not really? Not really. Kyrie is a catch and shoot. He can play catch and shoot. Look at what happens with the Nets. I mean, Harden was holding the ball. Yeah.
So let's look at what Kyrie did at Boston. We all thought Kyrie at Boston would be perfect, young players, what, showed that it couldn't lead anyone. Shown that it couldn't lead anyone. The Boston experiment failed. The Nets experiment has actually failed.
Yeah.
Because what's the next issue that he's going to have? Like the Capitol Hill got bombed or whatever it was, and then he felt the need to take 2 weeks off. I'm like, my man, like you don't even have family there. Like no one in your family was there. But then the following week you were at a party with your sister and she caught COVID. Like, come on, boy. Not Kyrie. I love Kyrie because No.
I think Mikael, you being a young Stephen A. Smith, man. Like, let's not disrespect Kyrie, bro. Like Kyrie
I'm not disrespecting Kyrie. Kyrie's got the greatest handles in history. He is a magician with the basketball. He's just a terrible teammate. Did you not watch him on that podcast, I Am Athlete, where he spoke about LeBron, where he's like, I should have handled that better because we could have won more. And yes, you should have handled that better.
So don't you think if Kyrie goes to the Lakers right now, I don't know how that's going to work out.
But again, that's not going to work. How?
The only way is, look, AD, LeBron with AD and Kyrie is like the perfect fit, bro. Like LeBron needs a big man, and he needs a shooter. You put those three together, those two with LeBron.
No, listen, I'm about that. Yeah, I'm about that fit. But how do they make it happen? They can't make that work. They have to get a
third or fourth team. It's going to have to rock the league out.
They'd have to get a third or a fourth team involved in the trade. But that trade must work for the Nets. And the Nets are not going to get the requisite compensation for Kyrie.
Don't you think Westbrook can work with the Nets with the Knicks? So you got a 4-team trade with the Knicks, the Nets, something crazy, man.
And then who goes to the Nets? But who goes to the
Knicks?
Yeah, but who goes to the Nets for Kyrie? Who's going to? You see, the Nets need
probably Julius Randle, because Julius Randle is fed up with the Knicks.
Let me think.
Julius Randle goes to the Nets.
James, you're calling me Stephen A. Smith. You're being Nick Wright here with the
Julius Randle
with this competition. No, man, nah, my brother.
I'm telling you, man. Put Julius Randle, throw Derrick Rose or something, man.
I just don't think it's gonna work. Like I just personally see if Kyrie is gonna be smart. Like if Kyrie is going to be smart, Kyrie's going to opt in, right? And I've been saying this from the beginning. All the Nets need to do is the Nets should not offer Kyrie the full max, the full extension max. They should say we can give you 2 years. Or if they do give him a full max, they have to put like, little caveats in place. Like you have to play a minimum number of games in order to get this.
But look, I think Kyrie's one of those guys, man. Kyrie's like, they need love, man. I think he's like what you're saying. Someone Matt said he's like Balotelli, Those players need love. They want to feel love from the team. They want to feel valued, And if you put too many claws to Kyrie, like, he doesn't feel the love, and he won't play, So,
but he's already not playing, and he's already not playing.
Yeah, but I think, look, the vaccination thing won't be there next season, So he's got like full access. I think when I was watching that podcast, I think I saw a realization of maturity to an extent that is like, flip, man, look. I mean, he lost his shoe deal as well. So I really think we're going to see a Kyrie 3.0. There's 2.0 phase right now. So. 2.0 beyond, just the phase beyond LeBron. So this 3.0 phase, I really think he got to the point where it was like, shit, man, this is it, bro. Like, if he messes up this next year, I don't know if there's any future for Kyrie. And I think he's smart enough to know what to do from this point going forward.
But that's why I say Kyrie shouldn't even try to test the free agency market. Because I don't see Pat Riley's not going to go fetch him. Pat Riley's not fetching him.
Yeah.
Like Pat Riley's he's not trying to fetch Kyrie. Yeah. Then in terms of free agency, like it's Orlando, Detroit, Indiana. Indiana, we got space for him. Those are all places he's not going.
Yeah, but he wouldn't go there. He wouldn't go to Indiana.
Yeah.
The likely joins yeah.
I'm saying he'd go to like. Oh, they also said the Clippers. The Clippers was another potential landing spot for him. That was another.
But do they have the space though? I mean, they're quite stacked. I mean, with Kyle
Kawhi, they'd have to get rid of someone. They'd have to get rid of a couple of pieces for Kyrie because that would have to be a sign and trade.
Yeah,
that would have to be a sign and trade. So if they had to do something with any LA team, it'd have to be a sign and trade. Look, don't get me wrong. I would love to see Kyrie at the Lakers. I'd love to see that, but I just don't think it's going to work. I just don't think it's going to
huge. That would be huge, bro. The Lakers for me would be favorites, dog. Provided that.
100%. 100%.
If they keep
favorites, bro. Yo.
Look, man, I'm also like.
He hasn't shot a ball since April, bro.
I'm just like.
He hasn't shot since April.
I'm also just like, maybe trade AD, guys.
Yeah. I'm with
you. As long as LeBron has one more season, it's not going to happen, eh? It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's not going to work. They're not going to do it, but I'm just like, because AD just, ever since winning the championship, I thought after winning the championship, AD would just do that. I was ready to call AD a top 3 player in the league.
He could. The thing is, AD can be, but it's just, I saw an interesting fact. Kevon Looney played every single game this season. Every game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, every game.
Every single one. Yeah, I saw that one.
But there's another player like that, Mikal Bridges in the Phoenix Suns. He hasn't missed a game since he started.
Yeah, but they didn't make the playoffs. Kevon Looney played regular season every game, the playoffs every single game. He played 106 games this season. That's like, and he's a big man. I mean, he takes the marks, takes the blows, and he played 106 games this season. I don't know. I don't think
AD needs to call him.
Yeah, man. Like he needs to find out how the hell are you a big man playing 106 games? Because
and how you change and how you
80 games a season.
Because I think AD's biggest problem is he's just injury prone, man, and like he's just too fragile. He's too fragile for a big man that's not in the post.
Yeah, I was saying I read a tweet the other day that AD has about two possible season-ending injuries per game, bro. Like every single time the guy plays, it's like he lands awkwardly every single game, bro.
Every single game, bro.
Because the minute AD lands awkwardly, that's like 3 weeks off, a month off, every single time that happens. So if he can work on his, I don't know whether it's strength training, or I don't know what, man, but he's just not.
I think
his conditioning is not proper.
Yeah, I think it is a strength training because it's. Yeah, no, I think Kyrie, personally, what I think Kyrie should do, Kyrie should stay at the Nets. He should opt into his contract, get paid his 36 mil, play his heart out, and then say, guys, I'm worthy of the match.
Change the Lakers. Do you see them acquiring?
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be interesting to see what happens this season. But like, look, yeah, I think Kyrie, whatever happens, if he decides to stay, the Nets will be favorites. If he moves anywhere, whatever team, for me, honestly, whatever team gets Kyrie will be favorites in the chat for the favorites of the season.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got one of the greatest shots in the finals ever, right? Like Kyrie,
bro.
What was Kyrie's stats this season? Like 27, 4 and 6 or something like that, or 4 and 5.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, man. It was if he played the whole season.
Yeah. If he played the whole season, like I'll tell you right now, I'm just like, if he played the whole season,
not first team, sorry, it would have been all star.
Yeah, if he had played the whole season, if James Harden never left, the Nets would be winning the championship.
Yeah.
The Nets would have been winning. The Nets really would have been winning. Like,
honestly, look, and I know you say ifs, whatnots, blah blah blah, but a healthy Nets with who's that white boy, man, the white shooter, man.
Harris. What's it? Tim Harris. What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name? Harris. Something Harris.
Harris. Yeah.
A healthy Nets with Harris shooting, man. There. And Ben Simmons. If he also had to play.
So now my thing is, now Ben Simmons, Kyrie, KD, mate. I'm telling you right now, if I'm Kyrie, I am staying at the Nets because I've got KD, I've got Ben Simmons, I've got me. Who's beating those guys? If Ben Simmons actually plays. Ben Simmons plays, that's a big if. But if Ben Simmons plays, and you got Kyrie, and you got KD, bro, if I'm KD right now, instead of tweeting, I'm calling Kyrie. And I'm saying, best opt in, my man. Opt in.
Yeah.
And let's run this thing back.
KD used to say to everyone, Harris, everyone involved, guys, give me one more season, man. No matter what happens after here, one more season.
That's it. Because this is because Steph winning has now, because Steph is now above KD in the rankings. He has to be. He has to be.
No, definitely.
Also, quickly speaking on that, I just need to know that I'm not crazy. So I don't know if you guys saw that tweet after Golden State won, where there's a guy that said Steph Curry is a better player than Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Is that true?
No.
Thank you.
Nah, come on, Mikael, bro.
I was just like,
right. I thought maybe it was a trick question, dog. Like you're gonna hit us with some crazy stats. That's why I'm like.
I was just like,
nah.
Steph.
I don't even know why he's asking that. I also thought it was a trick question, but Kobe, Steph.
Hey man, I was confused.
Come on, bro. Like, who can Steph guard? Let's start there. Who can Steph guard?
Exactly.
Nobody. But look, let's not disrespect Steph. This series, bro. I saw he wasn't too bad on defense, man.
12 all defensive teams.
No. Look, Kobe. No, man.
I think there's another one where they said, if he wins one more championship, he'll be a better player than Kobe. Better than LeBron James? Please, guys.
No.
Guys.
LeBron James will do everything.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
I just feel like we've covered everything that we needed to discuss. As always, thank you so much. Mikael, I mess with your top a lot, bro. It's really fresh. I just wanted to ask, is it a Kyrie
Got you,
Irving
brother.
one since it's number 11? It's number 11. Is it Kyrie Irving? Is it Kyrie, bro? I just wanted to. Can you hear me, guys?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
It is the
Can
Kyrie
you hear
one.
me?
It is the Kyrie one, yeah.
Oh, Kyrie one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad. Hey,
Yeah,
Mikhail, I'm just glad I didn't have to
guys,
buy a Boston jersey, man, because had the Celtics won, I would have owed him
It is the biggest
a
waste
jersey,
of my
man.
money.
So
This shit. Yeah.
yeah. All right, gents, it's been real, man. It's been real.
Yeah. Guys, on my end, guys, it's been real. Guys, take care. Thank you so much for joining. Peace out.
Yeah.